It's great to stretch my legs after that drive. Thank you very much. So here we are in a place called Wosnice. Now, a little bit of a long story. I had to move over from the UK. I'll explain that in a little bit more detail at some point. But as you can see, we're pretty much skint, as we call it. Not a lot of money, not a lot of knowledge about the area, and not really a lot of an idea of what we're actually going to be doing. But here we are. I guess the first thing to do is have a chat with someone. I'm guessing the dealership's looking like a pretty good show. Let's just see what these people are like. Are they going to let me cross the road? Wonderful. So I'll just head up to the dealership here, New Holland. See if these guys can give me a rough idea of where we're going to be headed. Just a little bit of a background story. Oh, someone's having a look at the tractors over there. We've moved over from the UK. Had a little bit of an issue, not so much running away from the UK, but we were victims of identity theft, and unfortunately we had £250,000 booked out in our name, which was nothing to do with me, and unfortunately various court proceedings and things are going on at the moment. There is a lack of evidence to prove that it wasn't me that did it. I wasn't advised to stay in the country. However, I've decided while this investigation is going on, I'm not being responsible for these huge amount of bills. I mean, £250,000 is a lot of money to start paying back when I've never even borrowed it in the first place. So a friend of mine, it's from this area, inherited some land from I believe a grandparent or great-grandparent many years ago, and he's never actually come back home and never seen the land. So I sold my car and bought a piece of land off of him. I've got a very rough idea of where it is. Pretty much spent everything that I had from my car, which was my pride and joy back in the UK. Pretty much spent all of it on this field or plot of land, along with the 6 or 7 hour bus journey which we've just got off of. So £746, no idea where we are, no idea how we're even going to get to this piece of land that we've purchased, let alone find it in the first place. So I'm just going to pop into here and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I'm out. They've given me some rough ideas. So basically you come out the shop, turn left, follow the road all the way around, take the next right and then the next left, and then you should see some buildings. So it turns out the land that we've got has got shared access with a couple of different farms, I believe. So we are going to have to cut through those farms to get to ours. Now, it's not around the corner. It is a little bit of a drive. So I've asked for any second-hand cars I got, to which they kind of laughed at me. Basically, I do not have enough money to afford even a second-hand car. They do have a few, but they said I've got no chance. So what I did manage to do though is get a bike for £20 or €20, I should say. I've got to get used to this new currency over here. So €20. They told me it's tucked in around the corner of the shop. So it is an old bike. Let's have a, oh, my. Okay, well, I guess that must be it. They did say it was red. Let's just see if I can drag that out a minute. Okay, wow. To be honest, that to me doesn't even look like it'll ride, but let's give it a go. Wow. Okay. Haven't really got much more I can do, so let's give it a go and see what happens. Okay, the chains come off. Bear with me one moment. Okay, all fixed, I believe, so let's give it a go. It's not very good looking bike though, is it? It doesn't particularly look, even if this does work now, this ain't gonna do us a very long at all. Let's have a go. Okay, here we go. Ideal. So we'll pedal as fast as I can, head off in the direction of the land, and I'll just explain a little bit more, I guess, about how this kind of whole situation has happened. So yeah, as I said before, identity theft. Not sure how it happened. Obviously wasn't me. It's believable from what I can gather. They are well aware that potentially it wasn't me that did it. However, there's not enough evidence to back it up. So they didn't say I had to stay in the country, as I said. So I just thought, you know what, I can't deal with all of this stress. I'm just going to head off somewhere different. And it just so happened that my friend mentioned he had somewhere in quite a far away country. So I've decided to not bring anything with me. Haven't really left any ties with anyone. No one knows where I am other than that friend. And we'll just see how we get on here for a bit. Now, hopefully, they'll figure out that it wasn't me. Things will happen back in the UK, and potentially at some point in the future, we'll be able to head back to the UK. But for a minute, let's just make the best of what we can do over here. So, follow the road all the way around. It's quite a long road. I'm glad I didn't walk. It's quite a busy old place, this place, actually. There's a lot of traffic around. It's actually quite a nice looking place. Guessing that's a farm there. What's that? Contracting. Okay, right, let's remember where that is. That might come in helpful at some point. Now, road, here we go. So, first right. So, we're good to go. This is a really nice looking place, actually. And I'm assuming that's the left. Oh! I knew this bike was no good. Right, let's just jump back onto there. My bad, sorry about that. That could have hurt quite a bit more than it did. Here we go, let's carry on going. God, I hurt my knee actually. Right. So, where are we going? Now, my friend did say back in the UK, it does have, it's not the biggest bit of land, and it does have an electrical pylon right in the middle of it. So, the fact that we're approaching pylons is a good start. And let's have a look. Now, he said that there'd be some farms, so I mean, I'm guessing that's one. Okay. I'm guessing that's the other. There's a bit of building work going on in there. Right, where are we? Didn't want to scare her, but I mean, is this it? Is this it here? I mean, there's a pylon. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's this bit. I mean, that isn't a very big bit of land at all. And it looks like it's got some sort of withered crop in there. I don't know what that is. Some form of potatoes or something. Maybe some sugar beet. But yeah, this is yeah. I feel a little bit sick now actually. I don't know what was worse. So is this part of it as well? I mean, one thing I have noticed, and they did say to me at the shop, was they are quite long strips of land. So they're quite thin but quite long. And to be honest, that to me looks like it is the same long piece. I mean, this one next door, that's one long piece going right from the end. So I'm going to say we have got this side of it as well. And coincidentally, it's got the exact same rotten crop in it. So brilliant. Speaking to my friend back in the UK, though, I think his grandfather or great-grandfather, I can't quite remember, did pass suddenly. So it's quite likely that this was planted and probably part of an active farm. So if it's been here a few years, who knows what this soil quality is going to be like. But I think they had quite a big active farm actually, but the rest of it was sold off, and this was a section that he just inherited. Now, I think he inherited it more for the monetary value as kind of a leaving gift from his family member. I don't think he ever had the intention of actually coming over and farming this land, and certainly this piece on its own is nowhere near big enough to really start up a real money-making kind of farm. So, but here we go. This is ours now. This is where we're going to be for certainly the near future, if not the entire future. But we'll wait and see if we ever hear anything back from the UK, and hopefully they resolve that kind of ongoing court case and they do prove and get the evidence that it wasn't actually me. But here we are. Now, one thing I have noticed is I don't know where I'm going to sleep, because there is nothing here. I mean, no, this must be part of that neighbour's garden. Yep, that's part of their garden. There is absolutely nowhere that I am going to sleep. This is not good. We do have 726 euros, but I mean, we're not going to be able to afford to let anywhere or rent a house from somewhere. We don't even know anyone. Yeah, I barely think this will even pay for a tent, but we'll have to see. So, wow, what do we do? What do we do? Let's hop back onto the bike and head back out onto that main road. I'm curious to stop at that farm, which was... oh, I did it again. Oh. I'm used to driving fast cars, not bicycles. Right. Let's see if I can get this up. So yeah, I'm curious. At this rate, I won't be able to work though, because I'm not going to have any knees left. Oh dear, they've sold me a dud here. Okay, right. Go a little bit slower. Right, let's try again. So yeah, I'm going to go back towards the, head back in the direction of that farm. I noticed was signing for contracting. I think it's good just to introduce myself, but to be honest, they might be able to give me a rough idea of what I can do. So maybe they know of a hotel or a hostel that's cheap, or maybe even where the shops are, and potentially look to buy a tent. So at least we've got somewhere to go, but we'll have to see what they say. So as it stands, I've got my coat on. It is quite warm, but I just brought a minimal amount of stuff with me, including my coat. Jumped onto the bus. Very, very long bus journey. We don't even have any spare clothes. I mean, at this rate, I might have to chuck my coat off down on the side here somewhere. Maybe I should have taken it off when I was back at that plot of land we've got. Right, okay, so we want to go right here, don't we? God, that looks like that same van. Oh, big indicator there, mate. Right, let's go this way. And right here. To the left. Brilliant. So, was it here? Oh, there's no sign there. Oh, hang on a minute. Ah, this one. Here we go. Alright, now just before I go in there, let's just have a little look around. Better not go in there. It's someone's property. But... okay. So what's that here? Oh, that's a harvested field. So I'm not too sure how the times and things work over in this different country. So I'm assuming I've kind of come over right at the end of harvesting season, really. So potentially, looks like there might be a little bit of work around here, a little bit of harvesting, but also preparing ready for the next season. So hopefully I haven't come too late, and there is still going to be a little bit of contracting work available for me. But let's soon find out, won't we? Let's head into here. Got a small little yard. Right, let's just knock on the door. I'll be back in a mo. Okay, brilliant. So just popped in there for 10-15 minutes or so. Oh, sorry, buddy. Must be waiting for her. So it's a lady. She owns this farm, a couple of fields around here. They've been active for quite a while. Yeah, they are looking for contractors. So they've got some fields that need to be harvested, and then very much into starting to prep and get ready for the next season. So plenty of work to do. She could have done with someone here a little bit earlier to finish the main harvesting, but hey, it is what it is. So seems really, really good. So I've kind of offered my services, explained, I have a bit of experience back in the UK. I did a little bit of training in a college which studied agriculture. So I've got some knowledge. I do know how to use some of the tractors, especially the older ones, and that one looks like a similar one to what I've used before. So ideal. She seemed quite happy with that. What I have said is I'll come and do a little bit of work and kind of prove myself, I guess, and see what she thinks. And potentially, if she's happy, she'll start giving me some proper work and hopefully some decent money as well. So at least I've got a starting point here. The great thing is I've spoken to 2 people so far, and the English is really good. They speak really good English, which is amazing because I don't have a phone. I figured I wouldn't bring that with me just to tie loose ends back in the UK, but I kind of on the way here in the bus thought I probably could have done with the translate, really. But yeah, so far so good. Now she's also given me an idea of where the nearest shop is, which is amazing. So we're going to head there now. So we did actually pass it, but I didn't look at it. But we'll just head over this bridge, and it is a left-hand turn. So let's go and have a look. Now I'm trying not to fall off the bike. So is it here? Oh, yeah, that looks pretty promising. Great. Oh wow, this is quite a cool looking place. Let's park up here. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, parking. I mean, surely I don't need to pay parking for a bike. I mean, surely I can get away with that. I tell you what, I'm not going to risk it. Let's play it cool. Let's just pretend one of the kids here just going for a ride in the field. There we go. That's better. Right, just what's that? Can't afford to be paying parking fines, not yet. Right, so what have we got here? Oh yeah, I'm guessing that is the shop in there, but before we do that, let's have a little look. Oh, I wonder if they serve English tea here. That would be quite nice. Don't want to be sending postcards back to anyone when they know where I am. Right, look at this. I'm not going to do it now because my knees are sore, but I am definitely having to go on that. Oh, look at that. Whoever's been cutting this grass has been doing a very good job. Okay, nice little park area. Right, let's head back. This one here. Right, just going to pop in this shop, see if they can do me some sort of deal on the tent, and I shall be back again very soon. Lovely, got myself a tent, so it's just cost £100, but to be fair, that's better than sleeping in the outdoor. And looking at the state of that plot field, I don't really want to be sleeping on the floor. So yeah, £100, handy little holder, so I can just wear it like a backpack, which is great. So we are good. Now, where did I leave that bike? Oh, there it is. Brilliant. Right, so let's head back. Get that tent set up. Now, it's 11:31, so it's not quite lunchtime yet. But today is the end of September. So we'll be looking at having a sleep. We'll be fresh into October. We'll head back to that farm there on the left, and we'll get on with some stuff. So, like I said earlier on, I have offered to do the first day, or certainly the first few hours, free of charge, just to prove myself. Hopefully, she'll be happy with what I do, and then we can start organising some stuff, and I can start helping her out going forward. So, let's just head back now real quick. Again, try not to fall off this bike. I'm pretty sure, you know, there was a bit of a warped wheel or something, because, you know, I don't ride bikes a great deal, but once you know how to ride a bike, you know how to ride a bike, and I've fallen off this twice already. Okay, here we are. I'm just going to jump off the bike, set up this tent real quick, and then we'll head back to that farm and see. I noticed that that field we looked at just before we spoke to her needed cultivating, so pretty easy job. I wonder if we could do that for her. It looked like she had a couple of tractors there. Just to prove ourselves, so we do that relatively quickly, and then hopefully going forward from tomorrow, she'll give us a decent bit of work and hopefully a relatively decent bit of money as well. So that would be good. Now, where on earth am I going to put this tent? To be honest, I wonder if we tucked it in this corner here, we'll probably get a bit of shelter from that building. So let me just build it. It won't be a second. See you in a moment. Okay, here we go. Tent's all put up. So, bit of a nightmare, all these bushes everywhere, but I'll have to just screw through for a minute. But at least I've had someone chuck my coat for a minute, so great. Right, let's head back over to that lady, see what we can get on with. Hopefully she'll let us do something. I mean, I might volunteer to do that cultivating for her as a little free of charge gesture of goodwill tester kind of thing. Oh no, oh, honestly, I did it again. Right, let me try and get this up. I can't be dealing with this all the time. I don't even know if they have a hospital here. Right, let's try again. That's it, 3 times in one morning. This is too much now. Okay. Right, head back to the ladies' farm. See you in a moment. Okay, right, here we are. Just going to turn left here. Now the feeling, I haven't been able to pedal too fast. My knee's a bit sore, but yeah, I've definitely been holding up the traffic. Right, here we are. I mean, I can't imagine she would mind me parking the bike up inside. Let's put it here, out of the way. Right, just having a quick chat. Just confirm what needs to be done, and see if she'll let us do something this afternoon. We've got nothing more to do today, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, brilliant. So yeah, just for this afternoon, shouldn't take too long. Should just say get on with cultivating in the field directly behind. That's the field we had a little peep at already anyway. A couple of tractors to choose from, so that's kind of our choice. I don't know which one I fancy, to be honest. I noticed the dealership had quite a few of these, so they must be on a decent deal. But I think I'll just stick with this one. And that's the cultivator there, so let's jump in. Okay, so keys are in the ignition. Let's get it started. Seems to be a lot of people in this yard. Back to it, I'll switch off my little camera, and we'll see you shortly. to try that other shop alone. Potentially that would be better. Potentially that might be what she uses anyway, but she didn't mention anything. No, it's nothing on here, so I'll just drop over and park this back up. To be honest, it's coming on to 1 o'clock now. We've not eaten, and after that really long bus drive, we're tired. I think I need to go spend afternoon chilling out, and I'm going to sleep in the tent. Obviously thought I was going to pull out in front of them then, but I certainly wasn't going to. This is a really busy road. I don't want to make a sound of that. So entrance and exit to this yard is not really ideal, but I'm sure we'll get used to it. Now let's just reverse park this back where we found it. Bumped a little bit, my bad. Hopefully she didn't see that. Okay, right, just pop in and let her know, then we'll head back on the dreaded bicycle without falling over, hopefully. You reckon, mate? Okay, great, so I've let her know. She's going to have a look at it probably this afternoon, but we're going to head back now, just rest a little bit. Yeah, I might pop back to that shop actually and just get some food, and then should be 1st of October tomorrow, so we'll head back in the morning and see what there is to do. Now, she did mention, we're going to have a look actually, so she did mention that this next yard over here is actually also part of hers. So this area here is also part of her yard, and just over the other side of that fence there is a crop of canola, which should be ready to harvest in theory within the next week or two. So that certainly seems like a job that we're going to be tasked to do. There's a couple of bits of material now. She did mention that the reason she needed a contract, it was the guy that normally helps with the farmhand is headed off for 12 months on holiday. Now he parked his work van here and hasn't left the keys, so whenever we're getting this machinery out, the trailer or the seeder over there, we're going to have to maneuver it around here, so it's going to be pretty tight, but we're going to have to try and do that without scratching or causing any damage to that van. But unfortunately, I guess disturbing someone on a 12-month break just to ask where the van keys are is probably not ideal, so we'll have to just live with it. It is what it is. But yeah, so I'm going to head back now via the shop, and I'll see you shortly. back. We are back at the plot of land full of rotten crops. So episode 1, hope it's been pretty good. This is obviously my first go at YouTube, so hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, then I'm going to carry on doing it. My initial plan is probably to create maybe 5 episodes, release them all at the same time. Just see what the reaction is, see if people like it. The great thing for me is this is kind of a thing that I'll carry on playing either way, but certainly I would like to keep recording if people enjoy it. Yeah, we'll go from there, hopefully, first of many. But thank you very much, and we'll see you in October.